In order to push through this season, I'm going to have to do a decent amount of simulating. So, the next week of games from the 16th to the 23rd, which are behind me and you can't see, I will be simulating and we will see how things play out for us in the year. We're 7 and 8. Hopefully, we don't fall off a cliff too much. All three of the gentlemen that we have here scouting here in week 3, they all can at the very worst potential wise be very solid players. Tobias Crow has the lowest of the ranges. His from 76 to 96. He also has the highest potential. And yeah, we just need help all over the place. We've got a whole lot of money to throw at this as far as bonus demands are concerned. Carl Tripp wants the most, 6.2 million. And as a starting pitcher, honestly, I wouldn't be mad at all drafting him. Ignore the arm strength and accuracy. Unless he can hit, I'm not too concerned about throwing him at any other position. I don't think any of the guys in the draft at this point are two-way players. Actually, I can pretty much confirm that they won't be. Unfortunately, SDS has dropped the ball on that. Anywho, Joe Bingham, his future looks like a very good, if not great, pitcher. He's also 21 years old. He's ranked 10th on our board. I'd probably rank him like 3. And Tobias Crow, again, is a left fielder. Can play the other 2 outfield positions, and look at those contact numbers. Righty, lefty for the future. Power is solid. Vision can be phenomenal. And he's a good enough fielder that I don't have to worry about him being a liability and throwing him at DH. Unless we got somebody else who can play left field at the time of his call up that we'll need to worry about. I will keep Tripp and Crow on here just to get more scouting and more interest. But Bingham, I'm going to pull off of here. Want to scout somebody else individually, and I think I know a position I'm going to touch on. I don't want to just ignore handedness. I would at least like to look at a left-hander, and here is one, Chris Ramirez from Venezuela, 21 years old. His draft rank is 41 for us, 36 for Major League Baseball, and I like what I'm seeing. It's a shame I can't see his pitching stats or his pitching attributes, and we don't really know what he wants money-wise, but we'll throw him on here. We'll get up to 80% of his scouting done, and I guess we'll figure out what the interest is in the coming week. Good thing there'll be a lot more simulating. We literally went an entire week without winning a game, losing 15-0, 5-0, 8-1, 5-1, 3-7, or 7-3, sorry, 2-0, and 2-1. I told you it was going to be a long year. The defending NL champs dropped 22 hits on our head and 15 runs in total. Oh my goodness, it's a good thing that Harper isn't there, or it probably would have been worse. Offensively, we got 9 hits in total, striking out 10 times as a team. We got 2 doubles but couldn't capitalize. That's a damn shame. Against Tampa, we lost 5-0. Brandon Lau put up 2 RBIs. Rosarena and Diaz both had 3 hits. Ramirez had 2 hits. I'm not sure what Ramirez that is. I hope that's not like Jose Ramirez. I'd be pissed. Either way, it does not matter. We got 2 hits from 4 players. Could not put a run across the board despite 10 hits. Second game against Tampa, a lot more of the same. Getting drubbed for 2 RBIs from 4 different individuals. So Tampa Bay is looking like a real team. They absolutely smoked us. They are 15-6 and the best team in the American League. And of course, they continue the drubbing by getting 3 RBIs from their star super shortstop, Wander Franco. Brandon Lau walked 3 times. We only struck out 6. Oh boy. We got 3 hits from Will Myers, so that's a positive. He's batting .370 on the year. And again, we're not getting much of anything out of anybody, but we kind of knew this coming in. I mean, come on. These are the Reds. They went on a fire sale before the previous season. Pittsburgh, who I would consider an even worse team than we are, did not show it. They dropped 5 runs on our head in the very first inning, tacked on 2 more in the next 2, and cruised to a victory despite us attempting to get some runs on the board, striking for 1 in the second and 2 in the 5th. Wow, I cannot speak today. Anyways, we get RBIs from the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they get 2 RBIs from both Reynolds and Cruz, who look like they're going to be the future of that Pittsburgh team, unless the Pirates want to trade Reynolds, which I'm not sure if they will, unlike in real life. Jeez Louise, we can't be losing to them. We lose 2-0. We got 3 walks but struck out 9 times as a team, got a double and couldn't get India across the board. Realize how I haven't even mentioned pitching because, we know what we have in Green and Lodolo. It's everybody else that's kind of a toss-up. They get 6 walks. They did strike out 12 times, but they at least had 2 guys cross the plate. Castro got credited with 2 RBIs in the final game of this past week. Oh my goodness. We actually kept it close. We got hits from the 8, 9, 1, and 2 hitters and nobody else. Walks are just as good as hits. Stevenson and Votto got their 1. Benson got 1 too. I'm kind of at a loss as to what to do with the team. Granted, it is still very early in the year. It's not like I'm going to trade anybody immediately. I'm going to wait until at least June before we start making any real moves. We don't have a ton of must-have talent on this Major League roster. Stevenson is really one. Votto could probably hold his own for another team, but I'm not going to do that. I actually want to see him finish out at least his contract in a Reds uniform. If he decides he wants to come back for another year, cool, but I told him we'd retire his number. We know 100% what Carl Tripp is at this present time. His interest could definitely use some work. He does want a ton of money, though. If we can get that interest up, he may literally sit here just to gain more interest so that when we go into negotiations, assuming we draft him, we don't have to pay him top dollar. We might be able to get away with lowballing him a little bit. Taking a look, he actually has balanced motivation, so he would like to be drafted high, but also would like a good amount of money. Again, we might be able to play with that a bit. Not much has changed his potential. I believe the window has gotten tighter, so we're not in the C's. We're at 81 to 91, which is very good. I will gladly take that. His overall also puts him at probably a AAA level. He'll probably pitch in AA and then see some time at AAA if he is absolutely killing it at AA level. But we are far away from the draft. We're like 2.5 months out. Tobias Crow is the 6th ranked draftee for us, number 10 overall in baseball. And again, he looks good. He also wants a lot of money. 78 to 94 potential, 60 to 76 in overall. Again, he would be a very fine player to pick with the, what do we have? I didn't forget what pick we have at this point. Doesn't matter at this present time. We'll worry about that when we come to the draft. And Chris Ramirez, lefty pitcher, 80 to 92. Good. 4-year junior, 55 to 67 overall. Not that I care about overall that much. So if we keep Ramirez up here, we can get 100% scouted. I don't need it, so I'm just going to clear at least the silver and the bronze level so that we can scout some other guys. Okay, we got other picks in the draft, and I don't want to neglect them. It doesn't help that Manny Olivares just isn't really that good at anything, so we got to deal with it. Hopefully we can get our budget up and we can get rid of him after a year. I'm going to see who we want him to scout. I'm going to look at Dominic Williams. He is decently fast. He's got some contact against righties. Lefties is average, which honestly isn't the worst in the world. He is a lefty batter. The range is very wide. He can range anywhere from a 69 to a 99. He's either going to be player or good player. I'd probably lean somewhere in the middle. Hopefully he's at least a C. He's 18 years old, so he can get better, and we are going to look at him. We will get only 20% of scouting due to Olivares being the man looking at him, so it's going to be a while before we really know what he is. We can probably move him up to priority number 1 next week, maybe the week after, and we're going to look at yet another pitcher. This time I'm going relief pitcher because you can't neglect relief pitchers. You need them. And some of them might be just good enough that, well, you can at least get by in the late goings in the innings. They can get you out of jams. And we're going to look at Dante Campbell, who is right around, at least our draft rank-wise, 72. We've got the 78th pick. I do want to not neglect left-handed pitchers because they are important too. And he can be, at best at the present, 80 hits per 9, 70 Ks per 9. That's damn near major league level. Actually, I'd consider that major league level. I don't care about the stamina too much. Velocity, pitch break. It would be nice to see his pitches, but That's on Ramon and the gang to actually patch something in, hot fix, whatever you got to do to make that happen. Just make it happen, okay? I can't be going into scouting and not being able to see what pitches a guy throws. That's just ridiculous. After a week of losing, can we at least beat the Pirates? Nope, we lose again. That is 9 straight losses. And from this Texas Rangers game on a Monday through, we'll go to Sunday on the 30th in April. I will be player locking, and y'all will see this coming right now. I'm not quite ready to call up Ellie De La Cruz, though, given the amount of middle infielders we have sitting around that have any major league experience or even remotely close to being ready. Leo Lopez is going to be the man we'll call up. Spent 149 days last year at the major league level, and we'll see what he can come up with here in his first start. In Cincinnati, we are home against the Texas Rangers. We're not very good. Hell, we've lost 8 straight. Can we at least pull out a victory? It would be really great. We face Nathan Eovaldi, and he is going to strike out Alejo Lopez with a slider inside. Maybe Lopez has just been used to all the double-A pitching, and he's going to pop up in his third at bat. He popped up in his second at bat, so not looking too good. Going over 3 thus far, and we are down by now 4 here in the 8th inning. Eovaldi looking like he's going to go the distance. And Lopez hits this one to right field, and Dolis Garcia is going to make the catch. Oh, man, struggles continue for Lopez. And the Reds, that is 10 straight losses. 10. Should I really be surprised at this point? Eovaldi, player of the game. 8 innings, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 run given up. Because I wasn't paying attention, Tony Santillan is at AAA. Granted, he was injured. He's able to come back. He pitched 3 2/3 innings in AAA. Didn't give up a run. I'm gonna call him up. He needs to be at the major league level. He's at least a good reliever. His hit per nines are fine. His velocity is fine. Maybe we can work some magic and he'll get better. I don't know what to do about this team offensively, but if we can at least keep the runs down, we might be able to win some games, though we are rebuilding and almost kind of tanking at the same time. Raver San Martin is, granted, 6 2/3 innings, not pitching well. I'm sending him down. I'll swap him for Santillan. Don't really know what it's going to do, but listen, San Martin's freaking hits per 9 is horrible. 36. It'd be one thing if his Ks per 9 were like 60, 70, but they're not. So I'm not going to do that to ourselves. Santillan will come back, and he will be the setup man that San Martin was, even if in real life San Martin was that. Reds baseball back in action as we return to Great American Ballpark to take on the Texas Rangers. Off to a good start, and we will be focusing on Nick Senzel, and that batting average is all the reason why. 63 cents to $1. In danger of getting sent down, and oh man, ground ball to third, kicked off the glove by Seager, and the fire cross, and he cannot get him. Throws Lau or Nathan Lowe off the first base bag. We do get 3 runs in that inning, none of which had anything to do with Senzel. He is at first. And steal attempt by Senzel. Slide in there. No, he is tagged just barely on the left hand. If he had just hooked himself on the right end of the bag, boom, he would have gotten it. Like, come on, that's base running 1-on-1. Got to do better. Need to do better. Now it's averaged down to 61.061. And he's going to get another opportunity. Ground third. Seager. Oh, right on the money. Oh, sorry, that's Miller. I'm sorry. I'm out here calling the wrong guy. Wrong guy. Oh, white guys don't look the same. Anywho, here's Seager at the plate. He's going to hit it to the right-hand side of Senzel, and he's going to let it bounce. Runners will be safe at first and second. Kind of pump fakes it back into the infield. Seager hits that one just off the end of the bat. And, yeah, Senzel didn't take a very good path to the baseball, and I believe it cost him some runs. We are still up 2. Now down to .059. Dude, go back to T-ball. He bloofs this one to first base. Oh, my goodness. Come on. We cannot have this. This is just ridiculous. Now he's down to .057. Are we calling him? Are we sending him down? I'm going to be honest, we won't. For one simple reason. Not because this is going to be a fly ball to left field, and it is, just going to miss getting out of the ballpark. Senzel is very versatile, and there's a reason why we called him up here. We need him to play multiple positions. We don't have any middle infielders. He can spell a guy like Jonathan India, and hey, maybe he'll be able to spark an insurance one and a victory, as we haven't had one in a very long while. And who's going to drive him home? Hopefully it's Kevin Newman. He has already hit a long ball, but there are two away. Here we go. Jonathan Hernandez is going to be the one to face him. Taking a little advanced step, ground ball up the middle to second. Simeon going to fire, almost overthrew low. I don't know how you did that, bro, but it gets to its intended target. Can we hold on? We shall see. As Alexis Diaz looking to get his 6th save of the season. Nathan Lowe. And Senzel is going to take a couple steps over to the left half of the field, but he's going to have to go right back to where he stood. Makes the catch, and the Reds will win this one 6-5. Being able to eke it out, even though Senzel didn't really contribute much. Hey, he got on the base paths, he tried his damnedest, and we need all the effort we can get. Newman is the player of the game, 2 for 5, as we get 11 hits to get the victory. All right, jumping ahead to the very next game, Hunter Green. He has been a victim of the team he's been playing for the past 2 years. 0 for 5, or we're 0-4 in this season in 5 starts. With not the best. He's also not exactly doing himself any favors. Pop up in the infield, and, well, at least he will work the glove. Remember, he's a former shortstop, so he can field a little bit. A little something, something. Marcus Simeon also can play shortstop, but he plays second base for this team. He's going to stand there wondering, hey, what the hell? Can you take a look at the replay? 101 miles an hour? High in the zone. Yeah, man, come on. It's a blur any way you look at it, so the advantage probably is going to go to the pitcher. Strike out to Adolis Garcia on the fastball inside. Or was that the changeup? Not 100% sure. Doesn't matter. Again, his pitches usually look like blurs. Mitch Garver stepping up to the plate. 2 points shy of 300 on the season. And ground ball to first. Right past the diving Votto. And that'll be the first base hit for them in this ball game. Brad Miller at 300 this time. Grounds it up the middle into center field. And the Rangers will go station and Statham. Mark Mathias hits it to right field. It's going to bounce and stay fair. Myers is not have the arm to get it where it needs to. Kind of airmailed that. As the Rangers are looking to get a 4th consecutive hit, and they do. And the ball game is immediately tied after a single inning. Damn. Rangers, are they really making a run at the division? They've got a lot of competition in that AL West. Fly ball by Grossman into right field, and it's going to be caught. Runner from second is going to tag, and the throw is going to be to the left-hand side of third base. Steer can't get to it to tag the runner. As Lowe steps up again, ground ball, third base, into Steer's glove, over to second, get the second run, and then over to first. Not going to do it for him, as Leotis Taveras apparently injured his finger. Not sure how bad it's going to be. We will find out later on. Corey Seager putting up the numbers we were hoping to see last year. Hunter Green, looking a little flustered. Ground ball right to Votto. Votto kicks off his glove and a backhand toss to Green as he covers first. If that ain't a web jam, I mean, listen, we're going to need all the great defensive plays we can get to prevent some runs, but we got to also pitch well. All right, here at the 4th, Marcus Simeon hits a circle change that kind of hung a little bit into right field as it bounces in front of Myers for a leadoff base hit. Despite the fact Green's given up 5 hits, it's felt like way more, I gotta say. And, misses on a slider inside the throw. Holy cow, how the hell did you get that? Bro, that was off to one side. You had to throw it back the other way, and you hit him right on the money. 1.81 pop time, and listen, Simeon took a really bad slide. I'm sorry. Sliding in feet first, it just doesn't work all that well. This ain't Little League. And Mitch Garver is going to make Green pay by giving up a base hit into right field. But there are 2 outs. Brad Miller, 1 for 1, hits a slider high and deep to right field. Myers running back, and he is standing in the right place to make the catch to end the 4th inning. Texas won't be able to add on to their lead. Grossman is going to strike out on the high inside. He jamming him. We get through 5 into the 6th. Green pitching very efficiently. Slider low in the zone is going to get the looking call. Seager 0 for 2. And he's going to come off that 0 for Schneid as he gets his first hit of the ball game into left center field, or right center field, that is. Marcus Semien is going to get plunked in the ribs, and somehow he's able to shake that off. He's got to have a flak jacket on or something, because this guy, oh, that is a hell of a bullet. Slider low and away. Gets Garcia looking, despite his 2 for 2 ball game previously. Now Mitch Garver is 2 for 2. Both hits are singles. 3-2 count. Come on, Green. I need you to get out of this, hopefully without giving up too much more. Damn it, Slider high. Gets him swinging over the top. And he's able to get through the 6th. It won't be a quality start in the sense that, well, he doesn't have the lead. He's only given up 3 runs. And let's see if our offense can do anything. Bennett Sosa gets out of the 8th. Can't capitalize in the bottom of the 8th. Jump into the 9th. Stolen base. Bases loaded. Sack fly and another run scores. It is 5-2 as we jump into the bottom half. A single runner gets the 3rd and a double play. Damn, that is a horrible way to lose. 5-2. John Gray, the player of the game. 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 4 hits, and 2 earned. Before we bounce into the 3-game series against the Oakland Athletics, we're not exactly the worst team in baseball. Both the A's and the White Sox in which I have a live stream franchise on the channel. Y'all can check that out, where we are not nearly as bad. In this universe, we are the 3rd worst team in baseball. Actually, no, sorry, we're the 2nd worst team in baseball. The Nationals happen to be worse than us, only by 1 game. And it's really not pretty. They've scored more runs than us. We've given up more than they have by 12. So, yeah, let's see how these 2 bottom feeder teams fare out. Before we take on the Oakland Athletics, we will see who we will be player locking with. It is Nick Lodolo. He doesn't have a win, which really isn't surprising, but his ERA is at a 1.93 with 25 strikeouts in 23 in the 3rd innings. We take on the Oakland Athletics in the ballpark I hate the most. Yes, worse than Tampa, and he's going to give up the first hit. Damn. You didn't even give us any suspense. I thought you'd be pitching well enough to get a no-hitter. I mean, hell, he's been that good this season. Tony Kemp steps up to the plate in the number 2 hole, but nope, actually he gets on. And Jesus Aguilar, who was Miami scraps at this point, now heads to Oakland, and he's going to hit this one to right field. And Kemp's going to have to retreat back to first. Hey, he's actually hitting pretty well, so who am I to call trash if we're trash as well? Seth Brown, high, fastball, he's just going to have to stare at it. That'll end the 1st inning. All right, jump into the 2nd. Ramon Laureano, we do have some run support, and it's always good to see as Nick Lodolo gets a strikeout on the low inside fastball. Manny Pena steps up. Playing catcher, chopper off the sinker to 2nd in India. Light toss to 1st, and we get out of the 2nd inning. Hopefully we can get some more insurance. Listen, I'm always going to hope for insurance, only in this aspect, because otherwise, any other insurance run, any other type of insurance is pretty useless. Ground ball into left field, and oh man, Lodolo giving up a 2nd hit. And Soderstrom gets his first double of the year. Ken Peterson advancing from 3rd, strikeout. Not going to happen on a fastball low and inside. He does not agree. We don't care. Tony Kemp already got a hit. He's going to chop it right back to Lodolo, who backhands it, fires it to 1st. And whoo, are we giving out gold gloves already? No? Too early? All right, fine. Moving on. Aguilar getting another opportunity to get a base hit, and he's not going to do so. High outside fastball from the left-hander. It's going to set him down. Seth Brown, 3-1. Unfortunately, Lodolo cannot find his spot. That'll be a base on balls. Diaz, ground ball to Votto. Votto not going to go to 1st, and he's actually going to step on it. Oh, Lodolo, dude. Don't run in front of the runner. Come on. That could be interference. I mean, Laureano is going to strike out, so honestly, it's not going to matter. But that is a bad call by him, not calling the runner safe when he should have. Oh, well. And Manny Pena going to strike out. Circle change just outside of his reach. Here in the 5th, Soderstrom going to strike out as well, this time on the fastball. Are we going to see a slurve or a sinker strikeout? Ooh, we're going to see a circle change. That's 3 straight strikeouts for Lodolo. But damn, where is the freaking offense around here? I should know better than to ask for that. And, ooh, listen, Peterson leaned into that, but I guess the umps are not up to date on the new rules. Chopper off the circle change, the short over to second, back to first, and that is a 6-4-3 double play for the Reds. Seth Brown here in the 7th, swings way over the top and way too early on the slurve that just falls off a cliff. And Laureano's going to suffer the same fate off of the off-speed pitch circle change. So we get through 7, and he's back out here for the 8th. Okay, 90 pitches. I guess we're not going to go to the bullpen anytime soon as Pena gets a base hit for the Oakland Athletics. Good to see. And now Esteury Ruiz is going to come the pinch run, which means the A's are going to call on a different catcher at some point. Chopper to second, and Esteury is way too fast. There's nothing we're going to be able to do about it. I also find it kind of weird he's named after a body of water. Whatever. India getting the assisted out. Lawrence Butler, first base outfield prospect, rookie of the year candidate, is batting 131, and the circle change is going to get hit to third base. That'll hold Ruiz at second, which is a good thing because Oakland has yet to score. Now we have 2 outs, and they'll have to go 180 feet in order to make him count. Peterson, 182 at runners in scoring position, and ooh, he gets a solid shot, but it's going to be right at a defender, and Lodolo through 8 pumps his fist. Despite having a runner in scoring position, he's given up 3 hits. Are we going to look at a shutout? Maybe. Team's last shutout was July 9th, 2021 versus Miami. We are here in Oakland, and Kemp, ground ball lined right at Votto. Votto throws it to Lodolo covering first. Yo, give him the gold glove now. Let me stop. Aguilar has home run power, hits this one into right center, and it bounces just in front of Senzel as the tying run is going to come to the plate. Are we going to go to the closer, Alexis Diaz, as opposed to seeing the, I guess, history? Not that no-hitters are not a big deal, but I'd rather get out of this with the victory. Seth Brown coming to the plate. He has walked, and the Athletics elephant trying to cheer him on. Ground ball past Votto into right field, and they're going to play it station to station. That is pretty dangerous. The go-ahead run comes up to the plate, and the Reds manager is going to replace Lodolo. Okay, that's perfectly fine by me. It's Alexis Diaz, a perfect 6 for 6 in save situations this year. 7 innings, 6 strikeouts. Righties are hitting 364, so that is something to note. Not a good thing. Connor Capel going to be the pinch runner at first. Why at first and not second? Whatever. Reds are going to warm up 2 relievers, Buck Farmer and Lucas Sims, just in case this game goes to extras. You never know. Second pitch from Diaz. It's going to be a fly ball deep into right field. It's going to bounce down, roll all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. A second will score. The throw back into the infield, and damn it! Come on! Did we seriously just waste practically a no-hitter to the A's? Laureano coming to the plate. At least he's 0 for 3, so the likelihood of him ending this game is pretty unlikely. And come on! It's a 2-seamer, bro. Get it together. Tying run is at... Well, no, sorry. The go-ahead run is at second. Shea Langoliers is credited with 2 home runs this season. Tyler Soderstrom is on deck. I just hope we don't have to see either one of them. Double play still a possibility. Full count. Wow, Langoliers knew he was walking the second that ball came out of his hands. The bases are loaded. It's Tyler Soderstrom has hit a double, but he's only hitting 151 this season. First pitch from Diaz. High fastball, and they're not giving us the call any longer. Diaz at third, Laureano at second, Langoliers at first. They only need 1 to count. And ooh, inside fastball got him swinging over the top and late for strike number 1. Soderstrom. High fastball can't connect on the 2-seamer. I think he would have popped it up anyway. A sacrifice fly does win this game. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, two-seamer a little too low for the umpire's liking. And two-seamer again this time upstairs, going to be fouled off to the left-hand side. Come on. Just get out of this. I would rather have a double play than a fly ball. And oh, damn. Fly ball into right field. Myers, it's not going to matter. The Athletics win this ball game. We blew a 2-0 lead, which isn't really that big of a deal to overcome, but come on. Aledmys Diaz, rightfully so, the player of the game, a double and 2 RBIs. The A's pull out the victory. When you lose to one of the worst teams in the league, as one of the worst teams in the league, do we just replace them? Is that how this works? We're going to be able to redeem ourselves. I probably need to calm down. I mean, listen, there's not that much time in between games. 162 of them are played. We have a runner in scoring position situation, and damn it, even our best player is not going to be able to capitalize. He's going to pop up. What about Votto? Franchise, the best player in history. Not the best, but one of. And he's going to fly out. Quickly calling into question whether Votto even should be here any longer. I'm probably going to continue to do this up into and through the trade deadline. I know I said I wouldn't trade him, but I mean, he's probably selling tickets at this point. Fly ball in the left field, and damn, I honestly forgot that Votto doesn't hit lefties that well. Ah, crap. 1-1 game, liner right at the shortstop. It takes a bounce, and he's going to throw it over the first. Joey Votto continues his struggles here in his 15th season. 0 for 7 in the series, 0 for 3 in the ball game. We're down 4, and that's a pitch that he probably should hit, even if it is a slider. Fly ball out into center field. The A's do take this one too. Oh man, not very good. We got 9 hits from 3 players and still couldn't do a damn thing. 3 guys had damn good games. 4 for 4, 2 for 4, 3 for 4. But what counts is putting guys on base. All right, we got some scouting to deal with. Carl Tripp was the starting pitcher. I just had him at number 1 priority. He's up at 100% scouting. We'll actually take a look at him. I meant to do that before I backed out. I just completely forgot. Recently scouted. Where is he? Carl Tripp, we just removed from the draft board. He's bound to be anywhere between an 80 and a 90 and a 65 and 75 overall. He is very, very much a possibility at the number 7 pick. He's going to need to work on those per 9s, but his walks from 9, he is very good. So he can at least control the baseball or whatever walks per 9 is supposed to do in this damn game. Never been a clear thing. And we've got some other prospects we need to look at. One of them being Pierre Burrell. Listen, Joey Votto is 39 years old. He's not hitting well. So we're going to look at a first baseman. He is a lefty bat. He actually looks like he can hit better than Joey Votto literally right now as we speak. We'll take a look at him. 6'5", 228 pounds from Missouri. So not too far. He won't have to go too far from home. And look at those future numbers. He can be up to a 99 contact, righty and lefty, 70s power, 80s vision. If he's not the future and he's a damn good fielder, I'm kind of hoping he could play another position too. So we're going to take a look at him. We'll only get 30% this week, and we'll get 35% more on Dante Campbell and Dominic Williams. Do not sleep on scouting relievers. Don't just go out there and start drafting any old random guy. Relievers do matter. I hope we can find a Ricky Henderson type in the draft. That's probably a pipe dream at this point. We take a look at Nick Senzel for the second time this ball game because he's playing in the infield, and I didn't really feel like choosing anybody else. He's going to get a base hit to get a runner on board here in the second inning. Will Benson is playing center field today, and he's going to hit this one into right field. And it is going to be an out, unfortunately. Senzel, chill, bro. Like, don't sprain an ankle. Senzel hits this one to right side. It is actually at second. Kemp kicks off his glove. He throws it to first. It's not going to matter. That is another base hit for Nick Senzel, playing third base today. And he's going to attempt to take second. And he's just going to hustle around second and say, screw this, I'm going to third. Sliding in there. Oh, he's got to be out. Come on. You didn't even slide to the outside. No, he's safe. Wow. Lopez, 1 for 1 today. Come on, drive him in. And That's not going to do it. You pop it up into the infield at third base. Jeez Louise. Anyways, Newman gets an opportunity. He's going to ground this to the right-hand side. And unfortunately, crossing the plate for Senzel won't count on the scoreboard, but it'll get him some extra exercise. All right, we got 2 hits for Senzel. No runs yet here in the 7th inning. We got ourselves a pitchers matchup, and he's going to smack this one into right field, but that right fielder is jogging out there. Come on. Runner from first is going to retreat back. And unfortunately, we can't do anything to capitalize. Ground ball to the left-hand side. Oh, boy. Senzel kicks off his glove, and he throws the first. Ooh, almost in the dirt, but he gets there just in time. As we jump ahead to the top of the 9th. We do have 3 runs to our name. We face Domingo Acevedo as Senzel looks to get a 3-hit ball game, and he's going to hit this one into the infield. Bounces, hits in front of Kemp. Ooh, nice throw. No, he's safe. Wow, Senzel is going to pick up his 3rd hit as we look at that on the show drone. That one, a very tough play as it bounced very high in front of Kemp, but he's able to scoop fire and throw. But can't get the out. As Senzel looks like he's about to attempt to take. Bro, you don't have to do this. This is unnecessary. The pitch, throw into second, and jackwagon. Come on. You didn't need to steal. This is the A's of now, not the A's of the 80s. So we pick up the victory. Oh, man. Luke Weaver going 8 innings, 2 strikeouts, but gave up 7 hits. If you have sponsorships in your franchise and you want to know how to use them, click on the video you see on your screen or sub to the channel. I will holler at y'all later. Peace out.